Greetings, sophisticated intuition here. Peace, blessings, love, and light to all. I pray this message reaches you in good spirits. So this is a little bit different. I don't ordinarily do this, but the spirit has been speaking to me, especially the things that I experienced over the retrograde and just in this year alone. And then some things that I've observed because I did take a moment of silence towards the end part of the retrograde, and some things were illuminated to me in the spirit in terms of the priest and the priestesses and what we're going through right now. Every priest and priestess is not experiencing, but I've seen a lot of similarities playing out in different areas of priest and priestesses' lives. So I remember I watch Conscious Evolution here on YouTube. I love her. Now, I have kind of really waned on watching my sister and brethren just because, you know, I feel the energy myself. So when I first came into watching readers on YouTube, I was learning, I was educating myself, and then also getting the news, right? Just like the rest of us. But now the ascension that I have, I don't necessarily need to watch as often as I used to, because I know we have people who watch back to back to back and multiple readers because it resonated with them and something is the same as the last reader said, so that was it, and we become a little obsessive with it, right? This message is particularly or specifically, for the collective of priests and priestesses. So someone like Conscious Evolution may gain some insight by coming here. This is for the practitioners. Okay, not for the beginners, not for those who are just coming into their awareness, but this is for the practitioners. Now, going back to what I was saying, I watched a message. It probably was at the end of the year. It might have been either late November or December from Conscious Evolution, and she spoke about the fact that there were going to be periods in this year where you essentially felt like your gift wasn't there, or real world challenges would come up, things that you've been protected from for so long, and then you find yourself in this situation and you're wondering, did the divine leave me? Am I still a priestess? Am I still a priest? Am I still endowed with the energy and the power and the gifts and all of these things? And I'm here to tell you that nothing has changed in that regard. If anything, it definitely has increased. You just may not be feeling that way. And Conscious Evolution spoke to that in that particular message. And I apologize. I don't remember if it was November or December, so you would have to go back through her catalog, and she reads like regularly, unlike me. I should say I read regularly, but not online. But that message resonated with me, and at the time I was like, no way. And I think she even said that in the message, like you won't even believe that this is what's going to happen because you're doing so well, and you're, you don't really want that spiritual energy and that power that you have to wane because you're doing so well. Well, I personally had some experiences. I didn't feel like my energy waned, but I did question myself a few times. Like, did I do something to break the contract? Did I do something to violate what the conversation and the discussion that I had with the divine about even practicing it in the first place, right? So that came up for me during the retrograde specifically, but I had another moment in this year, and then I've actually seen some priestesses and priests feel like or speak on feeling like they have fallen by the wayside, or it's time to give this up, or things like that. So I came here today with this message. You can go ahead and fast forward through it if you choose, to find out where we are as a collective of light beings, light workers, the energy workers, the readers, the aura cleansers, the gemstone blenders, the candle makers, us, okay? What do we need to know? So let's get into it, all right? Angels, archangels, ancestors, ascended masters, and the Holy Spirit. What is it that the priest and priestess need to know in this season? What is it that the priest and priestess need to know in this season? Oh my God. What is it that the priest and priestess need to know in this season? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. Gonna get into it. Bear with me. All right. What is it that the priest and priestess need to know in this season? Yeah. What is it that the priest and priestess need to know in this season? What is it that the priest and priestess need to know in this season? Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Oh, Spirit did not come to play with y'all today. Hold on. Hold on. What is it that the priest... Oh, okay. I think that's it. That's it. That's 3 cards. Thank you. Nope. 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 Spirit didn't come to play. I knew I was supposed to do this message. I hope y'all tap in. I hope this don't get no few views. But you know what? If it's just 2, those are the 2 people who needed to hear, okay? Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay. Okay, Spirit. What is it that the priests and priestess need to know in this season? What is it that the priests and priestesses need to know in this season? Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Wow. Wow. This reading is blowing my mind. I'm not going to lie to you. That's Page of Cups energy, but it doesn't belong. One more from this deck, please, Spirit. What is it that the priest and priestess need to know in this season? Wow. And just clarify for me, please. What is it that the priest and priestess need to know in this season? Just clarifying, please. I almost feel like don't, but nope. Yep. That's too many cards. Put that back. Okay. What is it that the priests and priestess need to know in this season? Please clarify, Spirit. What is it that the priest and priestesses need to know in this season? Okay. Too many. It's 5 of Wands and 5 of Cups. Change, though. Okay. Yeah, change. What is it that the priest and priestesses need to know in this season? Please, one more card to clarify. Thank you so much. Ah, beautiful. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Here's the Hierophant who showed up at the bottom of this deck, right? That is the divine for me. Okay. Cool your emotions at the bottom of this deck. All right. What I'm getting is detach from your emotions, because that's what's important for us to practice and be able to serve the collective from a higher vibration. Raise your vibration. Okay. Then we have Angel of Jupiter Awaken. We know that in the when we speak about the planets, Jupiter is would be considered the divine, right? Or it is the biggest planet. So Spirit is saying Angel of Jupiter Awaken. So God is awakened, okay? I will likely read the message from there, but I'm going to hold off for right now and just get into what has come out. So take a reality check, okay? Take a reality check. Then we got Be Real. So in the first 2 cards out that came out really just tells me that in this season, and actually for at least the first, second, and a partial of the 3rd quarter, we as priests and priestesses had to deal with reality. We had to be in 3D. Things came up in 3D, and so you had to deal with them. I do feel like the remainder of the year may even feel a little bit like that, and that in the new year, and I'm talking about physical realm new year, not the spiritual new year, which right now I can't even remember what the dates are, but that's beside the point. And that's a part of it. Things that you have knowledge of and awareness of, you can't recall. These are the things that are happening. Why? Because you're having to take a reality check and be real and be in the present moment, right? Which means that there are things in the real world realm that are coming up that you are dealing with in this season. Then we have Shine. Okay, this is about remembering that you are a light worker and to remember to shine through it all. Okay, there are And everything hasn't been challenging and everything hasn't been low vibrational energy, but spirit definitely is saying raise your vibration. Our role as priests and priestesses is to lift the vibration so that it filters out and fans out into the collective. So shine, be the light. That's what I'm hearing. Look, it's being repetitive, so I'm probably going to say a lot of the same stuff. Engage higher reason. Okay, you are serving a higher purpose. Engage higher reason. Don't forget that. Make no judgment. Make no judgments. Okay, I feel like for some of us that perhaps we've become a little judgmental. Sometimes that happens in the spiritual community where our beliefs are so strong that we make judgments about others and their beliefs, and so we got to be careful with that. So I feel like that's just a little bit of a guidance for the priests and priestesses that are out there. Change tracks. This is that message, or what is for me what resonated with Conscious Evolution's message last year, when she was kind of letting us all know that there was going to be a shift. And what she said was that the current priests and priestesses, or I don't know if she used that terminology necessarily or that verbiage, but the current spiritualists that are in place, that are practicing and serving the collective, are going to feel like they're falling back. And the reason was because new priests and priestesses were coming in. So that's why I'm saying that we're all on different timelines. I'm talking to the ancient ones, right? Who have been in practice for many, many years and may have been feeling lower vibrational, or just like too much real world energy has been coming up. Well, there's a change happening. There's a shift that is going on, and that is the reason. But do not be deceived, for God is not mocked. You are not out of alignment, but there are things that you need to consider when you're going through. For some of us, it may even feel like a spiritual winter. Okay, but change is happening. God speaks. Okay, God speaks came out. I cannot. Then she loves. Okay, divine feminine energy. So I know that there's been I didn't get all of the education and resources and information in terms of what was happening collectively in terms of the divine feminine rising in power in the year of 2022, but I do know that I heard a lot about it, but I just didn't want to get, I don't know if obsessive is the word about, I don't know, that it was just a very big push of it. And it's like, for me, divine feminine, divine masculine is within all of us, and I could feel that feminine energy rise in power for sure, but this kind of confirms it for me. So I may not have the I'm not able to articulate the experience that happened this year as well as another priestess may, because I did not tap into that energy, if that makes sense. But she speaks, or she loves, tells me that the divine feminine energy was very potent in this year and in this time, and that we are, as a collective, priests and priestesses, operating from that space. Okay, no matter your gender, the divine feminine has taken over. Okay, and that is the season that we're in. Then we got eruption of light. So what I'm getting is what we will see come. So whatever space you've been in, if you've been having to take a reality check and be real, meaning that you've had to operate or be in the 3D and deal with real world matters, remember, you are the light. Okay? I'm getting so much like, okay, you see that right there? And then in this one, so a lot of NDE, near-death experiences, and I have a family member that long before any of that was televised had one and explained what they experienced. And I also previously was boots on the ground in the emergency department for about 10 years, and so I've heard these experiences before where there's a light that essentially is calling them. So I feel like with this shine energy, I feel like the light is going to call us back in. Not that you've been in shadow necessarily. Everyone's in different timelines, priests and priestesses. So some of you definitely had to dig deep down, get to the root of some shadow energy that was still in there. Others of you have just been shining and living life as best as possible, but you have felt estranged or separated from divinity in some form or fashion here, because it's definitely coming up. But at the end of the day, follow the light. Okay? Follow the light, be the light. Don't forget that you are light. Okay. Look, change is coming. Ace of Wands. Okay? Brand new inspirational ideas, creativity. Death came. I do feel like the Scorpio season may play a major role in this, but we got the Ace of Wands. Okay? I'm calling out energy to find out what is it that the priest and priestess need to know in the season that we're in, and the Ace of Wands came up. There's a shift happening. Okay, something ended so that something new could begin. And that's what you need to know. Then we got the Ace of Swords. Clarity, vision, insight, your third eye. Okay, with the Queen of Cups. This is the reason why, and making no judgments, right, is right beneath that. So this is the reason why you've experienced those lows, those spiritual winters, those spiritual attacks, those oh, my little wrap done fell down. Hold on. The things in the spirit or even in the physical realm that you experienced over the last several months here, they had purpose. And what their purpose was to enlighten you or make you aware of where you should pour your cups. Okay? And also to assist you in your emotional intelligence. Okay? Justice is coming. The Three of Wands is here with justice. Okay? You are going to receive what is yours. Okay? I don't feel like justice is, karma is karma. Okay? Oh, thank you, Spirit. So, Spirit wants you to know, for some of us, and I feel that energy. I don't know about previous to this season, but I do feel like, unfortunately, during the retrograde, I may have sowed some seeds that I'm going to have to reap, that weren't of higher vibrational energy. And so what I'm picking up here for the priests and priestesses is that perhaps with justice showing up and it's coming, that there is some karma that's due. But for the majority and for the purpose of the season in this message, Spirit is saying that justice will be served. Okay, the law of compensation. So a lot of whatever you had to go through is because of either this lifetime or lifetimes before of seeds you have sown. Okay, and I just heard that I heard that balance is going to be restored. Okay. Now Spirit asked me to read Angel of Jupiter Awaken. So we're gonna read that one and close this out. Angel of Jupiter Awaken. Beloved, within you there is magnificence, greatness, and the ability to live bolder, larger, and more exuberantly than you may have ever imagined. Awaken that keen spirit, hungry for adventure and new experience. The angel of Jupiter, the spirit of bold expansion and divine generosity, lives within you. Your spirit cannot be made small, but must be free. Start now. Feel the endlessness of your own heart. What can be done today to live bigger? A smile, a yes to that offer of adventure, sharing vulnerability without fear, taking a step forward to the unknown, daring to imagine that the divine doesn't just happen to you, but happens through you as you. Embrace the courage of your own open heart and dare to dream. Beloved, the bold divine nature within you is calling you to great things. Now is your time to awaken. This oracle holds a message of guidance for you. You are being given an opportunity that can change your life. Don't hesitate to accept it. If you are acting with more assertiveness, more generosity, more playfulness, and more spiritual authority than usual, This is confirmation that this is coming from a genuine place within you. If you are experiencing some havoc in your life or a sense that things are changing, this oracle comes as affirmation. Yes, there is change, and yes, you are outgrowing what once was. So you will be prepared to receive that which is more suited for you for your next stage of growth. You see what I mean? Everything has a purpose. Everything has a time, and everything has a reason. Everything you are experiencing or have experienced, priest and priestess, was on purpose. God has a plan for your life. Justice is going to be restored. This is beautiful energy. Don't fret yourself. Okay? I love it. I love you. That is your message. Love and light.